Kerala has been thrown in the spotlight for funding a spy from Pakistan. Various investigative agencies across India has reported that Kerala soil is being used for insurgency. It was identified that some funding was provided from Kerala for the recent riots in Delhi and various Kashmiri insurgency group. Recently, an Indian military engineering service person from Rawari, Haryana was honey-trapped on Facebook and arrested by Indian police for providing vital information to Pakistani intelligence agencies for which funding was enabled from Kerala. It has been criticized that Kerala is being used as a hub by this insurgency group for various money laundering activities. He was arrested by the Joint Operation of Military Intelligence Lucknow and STF Haryana. He was reportedly in touch with operatives of the Pakistani Military Intelligence Unit for 2.5 years. He has allegedly received money on multiple occasions. Examination of his mobile device and his joint interrogation is in progress. In the month of June, Lucknow Military Intelligence had received an input that user of a mobile number used by Mahesh Kumar, a military engineering services employee posted in Jaipur, Rajasthan, is sharing sensitive military information to a young woman associated with Pakistani military intelligence in return of money. It was learned that he addressed the Pakistani operative as Madam G. An operation codenamed Operation Madam G was launched by the Military Intelligence Unit to identify the suspect and ascertain the veracity of the input. It was found that 28 years old Rawari resident Mahesh Kumar is a cleaning staff at MES Jaipur and is friends with at least 3 known and established Pakistani intelligence operative-run Facebook accounts. As military intelligence unearthed the case, details emerged that Mahesh Kumar received at least 2 payments of Rs 5,000 each from his Pakistani handlers via Kerala. In the first week of September, Mahesh Kumar was found staying in and around Rawari, Haryana. The case was shared with STF Haryana and a joint team of both the agencies was formed. A swift operation to apprehend and interrogate the suspect was planned for September 13 and 14. However, before Lucknow Military Intelligence could obtain desired sanctions and place a team near Rawari, the suspect suddenly moved out of Haryana. Subsequently, STF Haryana indicated that the suspect is likely to visit Rawari again on Wednesday. Hence, a fresh plan was worked out for Thursday and Friday. Jaipur-based Military Intelligence Unit also joined the investigation. After the arrival of the suspect in Rawari on Wednesday, the STF team learned that he has plans to leave Haryana by afternoon. However, he was apprehended by STF Haryana on Wednesday afternoon along with his mobile and was taken for initial examination and questioning. The accused was subjected to joint questioning by the teams of military intelligence of Lucknow and Jaipur and STF Haryana. During questioning, Mahesh Kumar admitted to be in contact with the non-PIO-run Facebook account in the name of Harleen Gill in July 2018. He was the one who had sent the friend request to the PIO-run account. They became friends on Facebook and used to communicate through text and audio or video chat on Facebook Messenger. The account was run by a young woman, likely in her 30s, who claimed to be working with Principal Controller of Defence Accounts Office in Jalandhar. The PIO's Facebook account has subsequently got deactivated. He accepted to have shared the ORBAT, that is the Order of Battle terminology for field formation of a Jaipur-based army brigade, details of some senior officers in Jaipur, location of PCDA Jaipur, details of MES complaint records, COVID-19 state of the Jaipur cantonment and a posting order of civilian MES employees. He used to gather movement-related information from by striking conversation with the service personnel coming to Jaipur MES office for various purposes. He also accepted to have activated a WhatsApp number for the PIO by sharing a one-time password in 2019. However, he claims that he took it back within a couple of days. Mahesh Kumar admitted that he received Rs 5,000 twice in September 2019 and January 2020. However, it is suspected that he had received money from the PIO on more number of occasions. Further investigation in this regard is in progress. Though the accused is a cleaning staff in MES Jaipur, whose primary task is to clean offices there, he was found to have photos of several letters, notices in his mobile, including some with security classification and some giving out the details of all units, subunits in Jaipur cantonment. He also had photos of COVID-19 related circulars and list of the MES employees with their mobile numbers in his handset. The accused was found to have deleted all his chats with PIOs. The agencies believe that in these 2.5 years, the accused has passed more than what he has confessed to. His mobile phone was sent for forensic extraction, and it is learned that STF has found many documents in it that he was not supposed to keep. Traces of his communication and passage of information to the PIO have been found as well. As the case pertains to smuggling of large quantity of gold into India from offshore locations, threatening the economic stability and national security of the country, it amounts to a terrorist act. Further, as the case has national and international linkages and as the initial inquiries have revealed that the proceeds of smuggled gold could be used for financing of terrorism in India, NIA has taken up the investigation of the case in connection with the gold smuggling case in Kerala. The agency suspects that the Kerala gold smuggling case could be linked to terrorism financing as it has links with offshore location, mostly in UAE. A UN report on terrorism has warned that there are significant numbers of Islamic State terrorists in Kerala, noting that the Al-Qaeda in the Indian subcontinent terror group is planning attacks in the region. With Islamic State and its various manifestations are spreading base in the state in recent years, the Sunni Jihadist group is now most active along with SDPI and Popular Front. The Islamic State or ISIS, which has taken control over much of Syria and Iraq since 2014, is now facing drawbacks there, is using various social media platforms to propagate its ideology in the Indian subcontinent. News Desk, Karma News.